products that made me the most money were the most boring products. You're standing at a crossroad right now. One path has a Ferrari at the end of it, shiny, red, beautiful. Everyone is running towards it. The other path has a garbage truck, ugly, smelling, ignored. But here's the truth that no one wants to hear. The person who chooses the garbage truck becomes financially free. Financially free long before the person chasing the Ferrari. And I know that because it took me 5 failed businesses and almost 2 decades to realize it. My name is Adela. I've been in business for 21 years, and today I'm going to show you exactly why boring products make you rich and why everything Instagram told you about business is a lie. Right now, you're scrolling through product ideas, you're looking for something that makes you feel something you can post about, something your friends will think is cool, something that doesn't make you feel like a sellout. And while you're doing that, someone else is selling trash bags and making more money than you'll see in 5 years. That's the game nobody tells you about. You're chasing a Ferrari while they're driving a garbage truck to the bank. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why. Before we get into it, hit the subscribe button because I post videos every Thursday on building businesses from scratch. No fluff, no Instagram fairy tales, just what actually works. Now let's get into it. You're being told a fantasy. Instagram shows you the beautiful brands, trendy products, things that photograph well, things that get likes, and you think to yourself, that's what success looks like. But let me tell you something, success doesn't look like a photo shoot. Success looks like a warehouse full of toilet paper. And I know that because I've chased the photo shoots for 15 years. I chased the sexy products, the exciting businesses, the things I could brag about at dinner parties. And every single one of them failed woefully. So let me break this down for you. Because boring businesses have 4 massive advantages that sexy products will never ever have. And if you understand these 4 things, you never look at business the same way again. Advantage number 1, built-in demand. Think about it like this. Sexy products are trying to convince someone they're hungry when they just ate food. You're creating desire from scratch. You're spending money on ads, on influencers, on content, trying to make somebody want something they didn't even know existed. That's expensive, that's exhausting, and half the time, it doesn't even work. Boring products, they're like water in a desert. People are already thirsty. You're not creating a thirst. You're just showing up with a bottle. Nobody wakes up one day and thinks, you know what? I really want toilet paper today. No, they need it. It's not optional. It's not a luxury. It's survival. Rain or sunshine, recession or boom, pandemic or paradise, people are buying toilet paper. You remember COVID? When the world shut down, when businesses were collapsing left and right, you know what people were fighting for in the supermarket? Toilet paper. Do you remember? Not designer handbags, not the latest gadgets, toilet paper. Because when the world falls apart, people don't buy what they want, they buy what they need. And that's the difference between building on a rock and building on sand. Now compare that to fashion, to trends, to the latest viral products. I learned this the very hard way with a clothing business I started years ago. I spent months researching trends, found suppliers, I ordered inventory, and by the time the products arrived, the trend was already dead. I was sitting on thousands of pounds worth of clothes that nobody wanted. And that's what happens when you build on sand. The tide comes in and you drown. But with boring products, the demand is a mountain. It's not moving. It was there yesterday, it's there today, it will be there tomorrow. You're not chasing, you're just showing up. Advantage number 2, lowering marketing costs. Let me paint you a picture. You're selling a luxury handbag. It's a beautiful product. It's got great margins, but nobody knows they need it. So now you're spending thousands on ads to create desire. You're hiring influencers. You're creating content. You're building a brand from scratch, and you're bleeding money the entire time. That's like trying to push a boulder uphill. Every single day you're pushing, and the second you stop pushing, the boulder rolls back down. Now let me show you the other side. You're selling cleaning supplies. Boring, right? But here's the thing. People are already searching for it. They're already on Google typing the best kitchen cleaner, bulk toilet paper, portable trash bags. The demand is already there. You're not pushing a boulder uphill. You're opening a gate and you're letting the river flow through. Your job isn't to create desire. Your job is to build trust. And trust is 10 times cheaper to build than desire is. In my business, I don't spend a fortune on trying to convince people that they need what I sell. They already know they need it. My job is just to show up and prove that I'm reliable. That's it. That's the entire game. And that's why I'm profitable while people with sexy products are still burning cash in ads. Advantage number 3, repeat customers. This is the one that changed everything for me. Sexy products are like fireworks. One big explosion. Ooh, everyone looks, everyone claps, and then it's over. You saw someone a designer bag. Great. Beautiful sale. Good margins. But when are they going to buy another one? That's the real question. Maybe next year? Maybe 2 years? Maybe never. And then you're back to zero. Hunting for new customers, spending money on ads, starting over every single month. That's not business. That's a treadmill. Now, borrowing products, they're like a subscription to life. People don't buy once and disappear. They come back because they have to. I have customers who have been ordering from me for years. Not because my product is exciting, not because it's trendy, because it works. It's reliable because they need it every few months. That's recurring revenue. That's a business that compounds. That's financial freedom. And here's what most people don't realize. It costs 5 to 10 times more to get a new customer than to keep an existing one. So if your business model is built on one-time purchases, you're working 5 to 10 times harder than you need to be. You're running a marathon when you can be taking the train. Advantage number 4, you can actually compete. Here's the brutal truth about sexy products. If your product goes viral, if it takes off, if it starts making real money, the big players will notice you and they'll crush you. They'll copy your product, they'll manufacture it cheaper, they'll make it harder, and you'll be left in the dust. That's like starting a lemonade stand and then Coca-Cola comes and opens up next door to you. Good luck with that, my friend. But with borrowing products, there's room for everyone because it's not about being the biggest. It's not about being the cheapest. It's about being reliable, trustworthy, consistent. That's something a small business can win at. Your small business. The big corporations own the borrowing products, yes, but they're slow. They can't customize like you can. They can't pivot. They can't build relationships. That's where you come in. You're the speedboat, they're the cruise ship. You can turn on a dime, serve niches, build loyalty, and win. Alright, quick one. If you're finding this video valuable, give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. I post every Thursday on building businesses that actually work. And I also have a free blueprint for you. 50 product ideas you can start selling today with no money. It's in the description. No spam, and I promise you this works. Grab it now and let's keep going. So let me tell you about my failures because I need you to see that I'm not just talking theory here. I've lived this, I've bled this. 7 businesses in total, 5 of them failed. And every single failure had one thing in common. It was exciting. Business number 1, the jewelry shop, was a busy shopping center, beautiful jewelry. I was so proud of it. It looked amazing. But the big stores next to me, they were buying in bulk. They were getting prices I couldn't touch, selling cheaper than I could afford to. I was a mouse trying to fight elephants. They swallowed me whole. I closed the business, I lost a lot of money. Business number 2, the UV sanitizer boxes. This was during COVID. Everybody wanted them, trending, hot, timely, for about 3 months. And then the trend died, just like that. And I was left sitting on inventory that nobody wanted anymore. Again, lost money. Business number 3, property finding service. I thought this was genius. I'd help people find flats in London. But the estate agents, they did it for free. And people don't want to pay for what they can get for free. Plus, it was a one-time thing. Once I find them the flats, they are done. No repeat business. I couldn't scale, so I gave up. Business number 4, it was an app. This one hurt the most. We raised money, we built the entire thing, it worked beautifully. But getting people to pay monthly, nearly impossible. We spent all the money on development. We couldn't get traction, we shut it down. Business number 5, a clothing line. Beautiful designs, looks great on Instagram, but the trends moved faster than I could source products. Order inventory based on what was hot, and by the time we arrived, the trend was over. Constant stress, constant chasing, never profitable. I quit. Do you see the pattern here? Every single one of those businesses was a sparkler, bright, exciting, fun to watch, and then it burned out. Every single one looked good on paper. Every single one seemed like a great idea at the time, and every single one of them failed. Now, my current business, boring as hell. People need it. They use it regularly. I mean, every single day. They reorder. It's scalable. It's profitable. And I'm not saying it's glamorous at all. I'm not saying it's something I post on Instagram for likes, but I'm saying it works. and I would rather be financially free and bored than broke and excited. Let me give you another example. In 2014, I moved to Kensington, one of the wealthiest areas in London. I was paying £1,750 a month. I drove a Bentley. I positioned myself around wealth. And you know what I learned from being around genuinely rich people? They don't chase sexy. They own boring. I met a man that had a packaging company. Cardboard boxes. That's it. Just boxes. And he was worth £40 million. Another guy, he owned a waste management company. Bins. Rubbish collection. Worth more than every fashion startup founder I ever met combined. That's when it clicked for me. If I wanted real wealth, not Instagram wealth, I needed to stop chasing what looked good and start building what worked. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, Adela, I get it. Borrowing makes money, but how do I actually do this? How do I find this product? How do I know what to sell? Let me give you the exact framework I use. But before then, last week, I dropped a video to let you know the 3 biggest mistakes that kill most businesses. The link is here, and I also put it in the description below. Now to the framework I use. You can apply this today. Step 1, ask yourself, people use this every day, every week, every month? If the answer is no, it's probably not boring enough. You want products with built-in repeat demand. Cleaning products, pet products, skincare, food, office supplies, storage. These are not sexy products, but they print money, fresh, good money, because people can't stop buying them. And here is the key. You're not looking for products that people buy once. You're looking for products that people buy over and over and over again. That's how you build a real business. Step 2, check if it's searchable. This is huge. Boring products have one massive advantage. People are already searching for them. Go to Google right now. Type in the product you're thinking about. See if there's a search volume. If there is, that's the demand you don't want to create. You're not building awareness. You're just showing up where people are already looking. With sexy products, you're creating demand through content, through ads, through influencers. That's expensive and exhausting. With boring products, the demand is already there. You just have to capture it. Step 3, look for gaps, not trends. That's where most people get it wrong. They ask, what is trending now? And then they chase it. Don't do that. Instead, ask yourself, what are people struggling to find that they actually need? In my business, I didn't invent anything. I didn't create a new product. I just found the boring products that people needed. I did it better than everyone else. I found a gap in quality, massive gap in quality. I found a gap in customer service as well. I found a gap in reliability, and I filled the gap. That's the move. Find the boring products that already exist. Do it better. Serve a niche. Win. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to make a better wheel. Step 4, build for repeat customers, not one-time sales. This is very critical. This is the difference between a business and a hustle. Structure your business so that the same people come back. Subscriptions, consumables, products that run out. If you're selling something that people only buy once, you're constantly starting from zero. Every month, you're hunting for new customers. That's exhausting. That's unsustainable. If you build for repeat purchases, your business compounds. Month 1, you get 10 customers. Month 2, those 10 customers come back and you get 10 more. Month 3, you have 30 customers. Month 4, you have 60. And that's how you scale without burning out. All right, if this is making sense to you, share this video with one person who's trying to start a business. Send it in your group chat because most people are chasing sexy and they need to hear this. And again, the free blueprint with 50 product ideas that you can start today with zero money is in the description below. It's completely free. Grab it now. Now let's finish strong. Now here's the real talk. The hard truth that most people struggle with. Boring doesn't feel good. You want to tell your friends you're starting a fashion line. You want to post pictures of your sexy products on Instagram. You want the validation. You want people to think you're doing something cool. I completely understand that because I was the same way. But here's what I learned after 21 years of 5 failed businesses. Entrepreneurship isn't about what looks good. I tell you that for free. It's about what works. And if you want to win, you have to separate your ego from your strategy. You have to choose freedom over approval. You have to choose the garbage truck over the Ferrari. Because at the end of the day, the person driving the garbage truck is the one who gets to retire early. The person who chased the Ferrari is still working at 60. All right, let me recap everything we just covered because I want you to walk away from this video with crystal clear action steps. Number 1, Boring products have built-in demand. You're not creating desire, you're fulfilling it. People already need what you're selling. That's water in the desert, not Ferrari in a showroom. Number 2, lower marketing costs. You're not spending thousands trying to convince people they need your products. They already know. So you're only building trust, and trust is 10 times cheaper than creating desire. Number 3, repeat customers. Boring products bring people back every week, every month, every quarter, every year. That's recurring revenue. That's a business that compounds. That's freedom. Number 4, you can actually compete. The big players are slow. You're fast. You can serve niches. You can pivot quickly. You can build relationships they cannot touch. That's your edge. And the framework? 4 simple steps. 1, does it get used every day, week, or month? 2, are people already searching for it? 3, is there a gap you can fill better than everyone else? 4, will the customers come back and buy again? If you can answer yes to all 4, you found the boring products that will make you rich. So what's it going to be? Are you going to build a business that looks good, or are you going to build a business that makes money? The choice is yours. Next Thursday, I'm dropping another video. It's called Service Equals Trap. I'm breaking down why service businesses will keep you broke, no matter how hard you work, and what to do instead. If you've ever thought about starting a service business, or you're currently running one and you're feeling stuck, you need to watch that video. Subscribe now so that you don't miss it. Turn on your bell notifications as well so that you know when that video drops. I'll see you next week Thursday. Thanks for watching.